kind of golf clubs that were used in the 1950s, 60s, 70s, 80s, and beyond. Note the driver's head. It isn't the size of a basketball. This was a 2-iron. There were no hybrids then. The 2-iron was extremely difficult to hit. I did see Arnold Palmer at the Latrobe Country Club one time hit a ball that was in 6-inch grass, 267 yards. That for the most of us, this was difficult to use. In fact, in later years it became known that if you're caught in a thunderstorm, you should hold the club above your head, because even God could not hit a 2-iron. Hi, I'm Bob Crow. I'm a hypnotherapist in Atlanta, Georgia, and I love to work with golfers and help them improve their games from bogey or higher to par or scratch. There's been a lot of development on a new high-tech equipment in the last number of years. Much material is available to play better golf. Magazine articles, books, DVDs, workshops, clinics. But it might interest you to know that even the average touring pro today shoots the same scores as an average touring pro in 1959. 69.02. Your average golfer today plays what the average golfer did in the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s. Why does this happen like this? We all have two minds. We have a conscious mind and we have a subconscious mind. The subconscious mind is 90% more powerful. It's where we find our cognitive maps, our habits, our moods, our behavior, our memory banks. When you're playing golf, it just may be dredging up memories of missed golf shots. Your conscious mind and your subconscious mind are not in agreement. In your conscious mind, you want to hit a certain score. But your subconscious mind, it knows what you're capable of. Let me tell you about my Grandma Turk. Grandma Kirk was a saintly woman. And in her high school play, the lines that she had called for her to say, the ass stuck his head out the window and brayed. Well, you'd have had to know my Grandma Turk, but there isn't any way she would have said ass. So she asked them if she could say donkey. And they said yes, that would be all right. So for the next 2 or 3 weeks she practiced. The donkey stuck his head out the window and brayed. The donkey stuck his head out the window and brayed. The donkey stuck his head out the window and brayed. But yet on the night of the high school play, Grandma stood up there and said, the donkey stuck his ass out the window and brayed. Well, we now know what her subconscious was thinking all that time. The only way to access the subconscious mind on purpose is through hypnosis. Hypnosis is the bridge to the subconscious mind. You've heard of Michael Jordan, man that cannot miss from the foul line. He's been hypnotized for 20-some years. You've heard of Tiger. Tiger was hypnotized for every practice session and every match from the time he was 13 years old. Got to be something to it. Why doesn't all this material, all these books, all these magazine articles, all these DVDs, all these clinics, all these workshops, why don't they make everybody a scratch golfer, a par golfer? It's because what they attempt to do is make behavioral change in the conscious mind. Behavioral change cannot be made in the conscious mind. It can only be made in the subconscious mind. Let's talk about our bogey golfer that goes out and plays golf on Saturday morning. He knows he's a bogey golfer. His subconscious knows he's a bogey golfer. He views himself as a bogey golfer, and so he plays bogey golf. And let's say he does well, really well, on 3, 4, maybe 5 holes. He might have some pars and birdies. His subconscious then detects this, and it corrects for the error. He sabotages himself, and he makes the same old mistakes that he made last week, the week before, the month before, the month before that, the year before, and 5 years before that. How do we stop this cycle? Well, you have to change your cognitive maps. People come to me to stop smoking, and when they leave the very first day, they view themselves as a non-smoker. They never smoke again, ever. Any of them. Why would they smoke? They're a non-smoker. If you view yourself in your subconscious mind as a par golfer or a scratch golfer, you will play par or scratch golf. You need to stop the cycle. I know you say you're only out there for the exercise. It's only a game, and all the other excuses. But wouldn't it be more fun, really a lot more fun, to be a winner? I'm Bob Crow. I'm a hypnotherapist in Atlanta, Georgia. Give me a call. I'd love to visit with you, talk about your game. You see if this is for you. If you are out of state, flying in, I'm about 25 minutes from the airport. And if you live in Atlanta, I'm at 400 and 285. The first visit is complimentary, and I look forward to hearing from you.